Joseph Parker.
Oops. Up off net? Up off net. I got something for you. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, the don't. Alright, man, look. Terence, Bud Crawford, he denies Kell Brook. He said there's other fish to fry. Oops. Alright, man, look. Let's get to the video. First, I want to say this. My live stream earlier. Fantastic live stream. A lot of fun. It's so funny that the live streams I have, where we're not really specifically dedicated to boxing in those live streams, we have a lot of fun there. I don't know what it is, but if it's a subject outside of boxing and we're just speaking like just folks, on quarantine, it's a lot of fun. Let's get to the video. Joseph Parker, let me tell you something. Kell Brook is a bad boy, okay? Kell Brook, one heck of a fighter. I will always say Kell Brook is one heck of a fighter. Terence Crawford, though, he think he has bigger fish to fry than Kell Brook. Black, 2 sugars. Let's get to the video. Terence Crawford named 4 fighters he'd rather fight over Kell Brook. He named Errol the Truth Spence. No shock there. Keith, one-time Thurman. Kind of shocked. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Not shocked there. And Danny Swift Garcia. Terence Bud Crawford said he'd rather fight those guys, face those guys over Special K, Kell Brook. Here's what I have to say. Now, when I look at those guys that he'd rather face, I understand Errol the Truth Spence. Hell, Errol the Truth Spence, he holds the IBF title. He holds the WBC title. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, a legend. Who doesn't understand that? On top of that, he holds the WBA title. Now you have Keith, one-time Thurman. Big question mark for me. Why want him over Special K, Kell Brook? And then you have Danny Swift Garcia. A little bit of a question mark there, too. Who you didn't see on the list is Sean Showtime Porter, which they've already expressed their friendship. So I wasn't shocked there. Here's the funny thing. Terence Bud Crawford, I would love for him to face any of those boys over there in the PBC. And they all have that thing in common. But the PBC, they're holding the cards in the welterweight division. With that said, I know many of you going to say, and you're going to say quite swiftly, Terence Bud Crawford, if you're one of those boys in the PBC, why did you extend your contract with Top Rank Bob Arum? That's understood. I understand that criticism. But like I said before, with Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, the Bronze Bomber versus the Gypsy King, there's no other side of the street. Top Rank PBC, Bob Arum, Al Heyman, they was able to do that. No other side of the street. That fight happened. I want to say this. As a boxing fan, I would love to see Terence Bud Crawford against any of those boys, honestly. But I am going to criticize the opponents he'd rather face just a little bit. Like I said, Errol the Truth Spence, I understand. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, I understand. But Keith, one-time Thurman, he just lost to Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. The guy hasn't really been busy enough to be on everyone's mind. See, a lot of people kind of feel he's finished, okay? And plus, Keith, one-time Thurman, no matter how bad Terence Bud Crawford wants him, I'm pretty sure Keith, one-time Thurman, he's going to want a soft touch. Okay, if he want to come back after the quarantine. He want to get back in the gym. That's going to take a few months. Have a soft touch. Market that, advertise that. That's going to take some time. Keith, one-time Thurman is not just going to jump right in there against one of the best pound for pound in the world, ranked number 4 by Ring Magazine, Terence Bud Crawford. Now, Danny Swift Garcia, one hell of a fighter too. And I'm not saying that Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman aren't great fighters. They're definitely great fighters. And I know it's a pick 'em fight if Keith were to fight Terence Crawford. I don't know who will win that fight. Danny Garcia against Terence Crawford. I don't know. I'm a fan. I get it. I would love to see those fights. But I'm just going to say this. Danny Swift Garcia, he doesn't have a belt. Danny Swift Garcia, he lost to Sean Porter and he lost to Keith one time Thurman. Why him? Why him over Special K, Kell Brook? Let me tell you something about Kell Brook. Kell Brook, he beat Sean Porter for the IBF title. On top of that, Kell Brook, he was the first one to make Triple G look vulnerable. Remember that? But that's a middleweight. Everybody expected Triple G to defeat him. Broke his orbital bone. Good job. He did just that. But as far as the welterweight division, the only one to conquer Kell Brook, Special K, is the Truth. Errol the Truth Spence. Errol the Truth Spence, last time I checked. Let's look it up. Errol the Truth Spence at welterweight. He is ranked #1 by Ring Magazine. Errol the Truth Spence, best welterweight in the world. So he beat Kell Brook. Okay. So why Danny Swift Garcia, who lost to Keith Thurman and Sean Porter, over Kell Brook, who only lost to Errol the Truth Spence, #1 ranked heavyweight in the world? Welterweight in the world. Why Keith one-time Thurman, who hasn't been busy, losing to Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao? He's beltless. Why him over Special K, Kell Brook? Put me on pause a little bit. Like I say, I understand Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, Terence Crawford. And here's the funny thing. Danny Garcia, he's waiting on Errol the Truth Spence. I don't think he wants to put that in jeopardy. You ain't going to get Danny Garcia against Terence Bud Crawford. Second thing, Keith one-time Thurman, he's not going to be there to take on Terence Bud Crawford. Like I said before, he's going to want a soft touch. He hasn't been busy. And I'm not sure if the fan base is going to be clamoring for that. Kell Brook seems to be the option that makes sense. On top of that, Kell Brook versus Terence Bud Crawford is one hell of a fight. And everyone knows that. So funny. When Terence Crawford brought up Special K, Kell Brook, Terence Bud Crawford said, if I have to fight him, I would. Not as interested as I am on those for those boys. He said the same thing about Sean Porter. I'm not saying Terence Bud Crawford is ducking Special K, Kell Brook. I'm not saying that. I'm just thinking risk reward. And I think it's his perception, one, that the PBC fighters will bring on a little bit more, a larger platform for him. I do feel that way. On top of that, I think he has residue. When he first stepped his foot into the welterweight division, he was looking at Keith one-time Thurman. I think he feels there's unfinished business there. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao used to be with Top Rank. He wanted him a long time ago. There's unfinished business there. Guess what? He's holding that WBA strap. Errol the Truth Spence and Terence Bud Crawford, they practically got beef. And Errol Spence is unified. Terence Bud Crawford wants to be undisputed. I understand that. Danny Swift Garcia, one of those guys that Terence Bud Crawford called out when he stepped his toe in the welterweight division. I think it's personal. I think he has some residue. I don't think Terence Bud Crawford is ducking Kell Brook, but I know he's underappreciating, undervaluing a fight with Kell Brook, how big that would be. On top of that, if he were to win, how big that would be. I'm going to conclude by saying this. When you want a fighter, okay, the way that he wants Errol the Truth Spence, the way that he wants Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, what you tend to do is try to take on the opponents they face so you can look better than them. Case in point, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao himself, he wanted Floyd Mayweather from the very beginning. So what do you do? Floyd Mayweather, you fought Oscar De La Hoya? I fight Oscar De La Hoya. I make him quit. Floyd Money Mayweather, you take out Ricky Hatton, you knock him out. I'll fight Ricky Hatton, knock him out sooner. Floyd Mayweather, you fight Sugar Shane Mosley, he rocks you twice. I fight Sugar Shane Mosley, not a mark on my face, I'm still pretty. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. When you want to campaign and say that I'm the guy that should be facing this guy, you want everybody, all the fans, all the critics, all the analysts to compare and say, you know what? Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao would not only be a good opponent for Floyd Mayweather, but I demand that fight. Look, Terence Bud Crawford won Keith Thurman. I understand that. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao faced him. Okay, he wants Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Fine. That satisfies my example here. But not wanting Special K, Kell Brook, to not look better, put on a better performance than Errol the Truth Spence did against Special K, Kell Brook, then that put me a little bit on pause and make me think, why? I would think that Terence Bud Crawford would be salivating, clamoring for that fight. Because this is my opportunity to say, look, Errol the Truth Spence, he was behind fighting Kell Brook. I think Kell Brook was actually giving him all that work before he broke his orbital bone. And he wouldn't have lost to Errol Spence anyway if Triple G didn't fracture his face first. I'm going to destroy Kell Brook. Put on a better performance to let you guys know that if you think Errol the Truth Spence is the #1 welterweight in the world, me, Terence Bud Crawford, I'm going to demonstrate that I'm far better than him. And you should demand that fight. ShowBizz. Don't let me know how you all feel in the comments below. Like I said, thank you very much for showing up to the live stream. I'm out.